Good morning, good evening. Hang on. It's already gone awry. Oh, it's already knackered. What's happened now? Oh, shit. Welcome in, how you doing? Oh, no, McRae, how you doing? We've already screwed the pooch. Oh, no. Right, let's try that again, shall we? I was too busy with the jazzy JRPG jams. Let's see if this works now. Ooh. Is it broadcasting? Is it going? Technical issue Tuesday. It feels that way. Not gonna lie. Let's try. Why? This should be fine. This should be alright. Christ. Well, how are you doing, McRae? We can at least have a little chatty powwow while we're talking about this. Stop mirroring for a second. Next, we're going to tell me that I'm muted or something stupid like that. I was already like, you have ice cream. Alright, your week's going alright. So, so you're doing alright. Alright, let me predict the flavour. You strike me as a Neapolitan kind. Is it like the classic Neapolitan, or are you some new wave like cookies and cream? The cookies and cream, it's a modern flavour. It's not Neapolitan. Let's see if this works or not. Oh, in theory today we're not drawing the seer, so we can do that. Oh, it's Haagen-Dazs. Okay, so that's. It's just not having it today, is it? What is wrong with you? Right, let's stop that for a second. See, we can open it in administrator, like run as administrator. I'll try it. Try again, shall we? So what Haagen-Dazs? So Haagen-Dazs are pretty chill, aren't they? Like they're pretty ice cream normative. So like a vanilla chocolate chip. Are you doing anything? So it gets this far and then goes no further, which is interesting. Leo, thank you for the alert, buddy. All right. It's kind of drowning me out. Is it really? Heck. This is always Spotify's problem. How about that? 2 words, I don't know how far you want to go guessing. 2 words. Is rum raisin rum and raisin? See, now it's very quiet for me. Open the volume mixer, shall we? Do that, because then I can hear it. But then for you guys, how am I gonna do this? God damn it! This is the thing with my new PC is I feel like I don't come through very loud. Like the volume balancing for me is either all the way up or all the way down. Like rim raisin. Is rim raisin? But rum raisin is 3 words, is it? So yeah, my audio is balked at the moment. So my chatty mic doesn't seem to pick me up very well. Unless I can make myself artificially louder. Let's have a look. Gain's looking high. Expander. What do you do? What do you do, Expander? Attack and release. I don't know what the hell that means. Expander's gonna do nothing because I don't want it. I'm gonna remove that. I can put the gain up because attracting your favorite song. Oh god, it's all gone skew-if. Right, you. Interesting. Trouble reaching the Spotify API. Why is the API going skewy today? But I don't get. Dude, today is just like a comedy of errors. Why oh why is this not gonna work? I'm gonna restart my iPad. I'm gonna see if that works. Slide to power off, right? What I'm gonna do is we're gonna go just chatting for a second because there's no point in giving you guys like a duff-all screen. Well, maybe we'll play some games tonight if this doesn't work. Full screen. Oh, Lux. You ever the compliment merchant. How are you doing? How's your day going, bud? Is it going better than my day so far? You ended up winning today. Oh? How did you win? Right, we're restarting the iPad. We're turning power soft off. Look at your face. Oh, you. Fucking, you bait me every time. Every time you bait me. Now, I definitely feel like I'm shouting more today to try and get my audio in the orange. And I don't know why. I need to do some proper audio tests. Masturbating. I see what you're doing there. I see. We've got to choose an outcome for prediction. Do that. This. So what is my downtime game at the moment? Is it Code Vein or is it Valkyria Chronicles? It's actually Valkyria Chronicles. Sorry, I've gone back to an oldie. Mercury, I've stolen your points. I've conned you out of points. I can only apologise somewhat. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, Grumpy scared the hell out of me. That comes through nice and loud. Everything else, not so much. I got a pat on my shoulder. Does the interlace? Yes. It's making the camera die a little bit. Conned out of a single point. Don't know either games was a coin flip. So Valkyria Chronicles was came out on PS3. And Code Vein I think came out very recently. I think it's a very within the last few months, I feel. Yeah, this top is one of two tops I have, which is basically my peasant garb. They're basically very long sleeve, floppy, flowy. Like if I don't want to if I just want to potato sack at work, I can do that. That's what this top is for. And the other one is red. And yeah, it's my it's my medieval peasant comfort garb. It's nice and big and formless. Right. It's really struggling. It's really struggling. It's like getting 2 frames in. But right, Grumpy, you're first in. Hot damn. Everyone else here is joined after you officially. Not scaring you, not doing your job right. That is true. You're not giving me the Jeepers Creepers. Try to find a male harem pants. They've got to exist, right? I might have to Google this. He's disconnecting. What are we doing? None of this. It's good. Scream around. Just looking obviously times. Yeah, right. I like it. I like it doing that. It's cool. It's the camera is picking up too much detail. Doesn't know what the hell to do with it. Right. It connects and then disconnects. I don't know what to do with that, to be honest. So yeah, 𝘽𝙍𝙐𝙎 Chronicles was a PS3 game that came out way back when, and puts you in anime World War II. And you basically you get a tank and some plucky anime protagonists, and they win the war for you. But I'm really bad at it because it's a tactics game, and I'm bad at tactics games. So I'll run my toons around a corner, and they'll just meet like 20 dudes out of nowhere and be like, "Oh, that's how they die. That's where it goes. That's where they go. Anime heaven." Hey, Hassan, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? We're struggling today. We're meant to do some artwork, but the iPad is no bueno, not today. Connect. Wi-Fi connection. We're on the same Wi-Fi network. It should be at the very least. God, was working yesterday. I know, right? The thing is, the iPad is working. It's the screen share to my my software. Ooh, privacy settings. Maybe that's what it needs. Let's have a look. Let's have a look in the settings, shall we? Options. That's general settings. That's nothing. Right, Grumpy?
Right, Grumpy has purchased 5 packs.
Thank you for the 5 packs, my lad. Yeah. I did. I did Saturday night. So it's very recent, still very full of colour, but it will fade very quickly. Sure, let's sign in, shall we? Let's give something my Google account on all the permissions, post on my behalf. That's fine. I'm sure that nothing bad will ever come of that. So 𝘽𝙍𝙐𝙎 Chronicles is what I'm playing on my downtime. What is everyone else playing? That's the real crack. That's what we want to know now. Thank you, Hassan. I appreciate that. I don't know how long it'll stay red. Red's an easy colour to go over because it'll wash out quite nicely. Blues are the ones that will stain, and once you go blue, it's very difficult to go anything else other than green. Is it red or pink? It is like a deep sort of like berry red, so like a very deep like cherry almost. But I think it's probably going to wash out to like a pinky purple because it's got a deceptive amount of pink in there, a deceptive amount of purple in there. So whenever this wants to connect, but yeah, so I don't know what to do with all this shit. Are we just gonna play some Hades? Hades, Rocket League, Minecraft, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Master, Picky Poison. How is Yu-Gi-Oh's Duel Master? So I've seen a few people playing that now. Am I connected to different Wi-Fi my Wi-Fi networks, maybe? Let me see. It doesn't fucking tell me. Brilliant. Cheers, Windows 11. Doesn't tell me which Wi-Fi network I'm actually connected to. It just says, here's a bunch of Wi-Fi connections. I'm like, cool. Am I connected to one of these? Oh, thank you, Murray. Thank you, look. Love you to pieces. Enjoy your ice cream. Or the cleanup from said ice cream. I play games a lot. I watch anime for the question. Guess what I want to play. Oh, fair enough. Then what are you watching at the moment? Sorry, I talked about in regards to free-to-play offers enough free decks and gems. Oh, is it free-to-play, is it? Okay, fair enough. I didn't know it was free-to-play. Let me see what Wi-Fi network am I connected to. I think I might be on the wrong Wi-Fi network. Yeah, if I can go to TP link. try that one. It's gonna ask for a fucking password, isn't it? Heck! I have the password somewhere. Ah, it's live live tech support. Death Parade is watching yesterday. It's in Charlotte. Death Parade rings a bell. Although I might be just thinking of Black Parade. Death Parade is fucking amazing. Is it really? It rings a bell. What's it about? I'm trying to find this Wi-Fi password. It's all... There we go. Join. I tried to watch. I'm trying to watch more. Like I was raised on like Dragon Ball, like Bleach, stuff like that. But I have short patience for anime these days. I like anime, but like if it doesn't like catch me, or if it gets too like too fan servicey, then I really struggle. I really struggle. So like I tried watching Black Clover a few months ago, and Black Clover like was great for the beginning, but then it kind of just got like there was no story going on. It was just they scream like the main character screams a bunch and then gets ridiculed for not having any magic. And it's like, all right, fair enough. And I just did that for like a couple too many episodes. So I was like, I think I'm out. Death Parade is about over to what Groot's two unsuspecting guests is a strange bar, Quindic, and the white-haired bastard. Wait. I think I've seen a little bit of Death Parade. This game for the yes. I think I have seen some Death Parade. Then it's all in the bar, and you get like couples coming in, and they whatchamacallit, and they're sort of judged by the bartender, aren't they? Yeah, isn't House Husband a Netflix show? I thought Netflix like made House Husband. On episode 125. I think I got to like episode 40 or 50. Ooh. Do we have Art Life? We do. Hey, look at that! Look at it go now. We figured it out. It was the Wi-Fi all along. The art has come to life. No, I'm watching tomorrow during work. I've been wanting to watch rewatch Bleach. I want to rewatch Bleach in preparation for Suplex and Global Anime. I appreciate that. But yeah, I want to rewatch Bleach before the Blood Year Wars or 1,000-Year Blood Year arc or whatever comes out in October, I believe it is. So there's loads of time to catch up on it, but it's not what I want to do. Where I struggle though is I can only really watch dubbed anime because if I'm going to watch it, I'm going to watch it at work. And I can't read subtitles while I'm at work. I can have like TV shows on and stuff, but I can't read subtitles very often. So I need dubbed really because I don't speak a lick of Japanese. I know like everyone knows like Nani and like Komenasai and something anime has like a word is ningen. Ningen is human because so many anime shows are obsessed with like the concept of what it is to be human and what it means to be human. So ningen is thrown around so much that like I just picked it up. Like everyone's like, he's powerful for a human. Like, whatever he's powerful for Ningen. That's like all I know. Mr. Kingless, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? The man who claims no kings. Because yeah, it's just kicking off. I'm not gonna lie. We've had tech issues. A couple of tech issues, not like... But it's fine. I think we've figured it out now. So that's at least good. So yeah, we're back to it. Right, now I can move you back over there, and you should still work. Good, good, good. I can have... What's going on here? Yes, is that you jumping in Discord? Thank you very much, sir. You come through as Bad Boy 21. Oh dear, are you troublemaker? Yeah, we're talking about what games we're playing. Hassan is more of a anime boy, so that's his main downtime activity. Kingless, what are you playing or watching at the moment? Right, so we're drawing a Thor at the moment, and I'm not sure about the construction at the moment. I think the rams might need amending somewhat. So I might duplicate this, unassist that, and erase that. For now, and then with this one, I'm going to erase everything. Yeah, I'm going to erase everything else. And then it's just our one ram head. And I think that will then allow us to bring... Oh! We fucked it because it's still got all the assisted stuff on. There we go, that's better. I said too, the human thing, more anime nowadays, they try to define what it is to be human. Yeah. I mean, it's always been a thing, like, I mean, it's a big component of, like, Japanese media is, like, getting to that sort of, that almost, like, philosophical level of, like, are humans inherently evil? What does it mean to be human? How far can you push human limits? At what point do you cease to be human? That kind of stuff. Like, anime is all over that kind of stuff, and I think it has been for a long time. Like, I remember shows like Yu Yu Hakusho like dabbled into that sort of stuff quite a lot. I'm watching you and going to play some Lost Ark. How have you found Lost Ark? Is this going to be first time foray into Lost Ark, or is it have you been playing it like all week? Because I've seen a decent amount of Lost Ark, I feel, at this point. So do we want down here? So I'm not sure how I feel about Lost Ark. Like, overall, it's pretty gorgeous, but there's some notable, like, on the whole, it's very pretty as Lost Ark, but there are just some things that I feel don't quite, like, hit right. Like, they've modelled hands very weird. There's quite a few characters that have 4 middle fingers. So if you see in, like, my hand, like, all the fingers are slightly different lengths. There's a few hands where every finger is the same length, and it makes you go like, like whole, like, broad scopes, absolutely fine. But every now and again, like a little thing where it just makes me go, that's messed up. Or like with the animation of things, of like where armor pieces are locked to animation bones. Because I'm to... Have we gone just chatting? for a hot second, if I give you like a quick animation rundown on how a lot of 3D games are animated, is you will have a rig, and a rig is basically a skeleton or a muscle suit, which is what actually moves, and the video game model is basically dragged around with that rig. So every character that you've ever played with in a video game, if they're a 3D animated character, they will have an invisible skeleton inside of them, which is what you're actually moving, and the 3D model that you see represented is just dragged along for the ride. But what you need to take care of is when a I would say this down for a hot second. Actually, that's a bit much. That's better. Thank you. But like, so if you have like a shoulder pad, it should be linked to like the collarbone or at least the chest or something like that. Like, if it's like a solid piece of metal on the shoulder, moving your arm like this shouldn't cause this to deform at all. However, there's a few things where it's big, solid pieces of armor, and it's sort of linked to just the general area of the skeleton. So you'll have, as they're stood like in resting poses like this, it'll be fine. It'll be pointed out like that. But as they lift their arm, it will lift up further, and it will move unnaturally. Whereas with this, you should be able to go like that, and the shoulder pad won't move too much. Whereas their animation makes it go like that, and it sort of clips into their head, sort of thing. And if you see like cutscene animations, get a little bit wonky, but like during gameplay, it's fine. It's fine. You don't notice that shit at all. It's me being super nitpicky, and I can only apologize for ruining the experience for anybody else. But overall, it does look very pretty, and like, it looks very satisfying to like gib 20 people or something like that. I have to admit, it does. Right, so I think, do we want to bring the skull over here? Do away with the waterfall. Because Thor is the god of storms and thunder, so it's not just thunder as Marvel would have you believe. It's actually a bunch of stuff. Do we want to get rid of that waterfall entirely? To free it up for the ram. It may not to be me on the devs, but it was made in a different country and they have different cultures, so it's not saying that's the reason they do that. No, it's you get it in Western games as well. I don't think it's country specific because it's a Korean game. And there's some Koreanism. Is it a Chinese? Is it Chinese or is it Korean? I think it launched in Korea first, but I don't know if it was actually Chinese or not. I'm gonna give this a quick Google. And there's some games that are it's Korean. It's Korean. Yeah. And there are some games that are just as guilty of it as not. But there's a few tip-offs where it's like, they've rushed this to production a little bit. Like a little bit of like polish could have helped. Which I think is a shame, but not something they can't fix later on. Because now they've got Western money coming in as well as Korean money. So I think that they'll be fine. Like Lost Ark will do very well. I think hopefully it's not going to be a flash in the pan. I think it'd be a massive shame if it was. I reckon. Should we bring this down a little bit? And then I think this one you can move like that. It's just a slightly different angle. Makes it look a little bit more different. So what I'm trying to do here is look at the flow of the piece so far. So if I go into like big yellow, big things. So as you look at a piece, you will usually start here. This is where your eye line starts. As you would do that as to like start reading a page, right? And then you'll start to scan across, and what you will do is you'll try and read like this, basically. You go across and go across, until you find something that grabs your eye. And then, so what you'll do is you'll scan across, you'll see Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, and then you'll follow this line down. So, I want to allow that line to come across down here, as it follows this form, and then it will follow here, basically, to draw the line across the entire piece. I'm gonna give you a check. Are you drawing characters from a game, or did you think of it yourself? So it's they're all Norse mythological gods. So so I've done Loki, and this is my rendition of Loki. So taking how Loki is perceived in mythology, how he's done in like pop culture and like modern art and stuff like that. This is my take on Loki, the trickster god. And then I want to do a lot of it. I want to do basically like the entire Norse pantheon. So next up we're going to have Thor, and then I don't know who I'm going to do afterwards. So they are strictly not characters I've thought of myself. But they're my interpretations of these characters. Frigg, yeah, I'm thinking definitely like a woman, like one of the female gods, because Norse mythology has some fucking wicked women in it. And I think for like balance and inclusivity, I think it's a good thing to do, is to not end up just making like a boys' club. Which sort of happens every now and again. So yeah, I feel like the draw of the eye on this piece is going to go this way. And then I need to, when we get to here, I don't want the viewer's eye to go straight off the page like that. So I need to do something to bring it around again. Because ideally, what you would want is to catch your viewer's eye in a loop. There's an artistic concept, but I cannot remember the line. What is it called? There's like a repeating swirl that is like the graphical like apex of keeping your viewer's eye interested. Painting composition. What is it called? God damn it. Netherus sounds interesting. It looks at a list of the gods. Before you look. Nerthus? What do you mean Norse? Hey there, welcome in, my love. How you doing? Thank you. How you doing? How's your day been, bud? Are you feeling better than the other day? Are you back to it? There's a very specific curve or a swirl in traditional artwork that is like really, really like well known. I cannot remember what it's called. I'm on the mend doing some art stuff. Streamies? Are you doing the streamies? Good lad. A golden curve, is it? I'm doing well. It is the golden curve. Alright, let me show you the golden curve. And this is like the if you can nail this in some artwork, then you are set for life. And it's basically just this. So you start off at one corner, and it draws the eye further and further towards the middle, but it never lets you go. It never loses your attention from just leaving the piece. So if you can nail this, then you can nail a really interesting piece of artwork. I'm doing well, buddy. So start the stream. There was some technical issues, but we managed to fix it live on stream, so I look like a nice smart boy. So it's doing all right. It's doing all right. Look at another website, and there is two gods, one being Thor, the other gods of storms. Ooh, what the? If you want, link the website. It might be a different pantheon. Let's have a look at examples. Oh. This is just all like classic art theory. Skull splitter dice. So we've got Odin, god of knowledge and war. 𝘽𝙍𝙎, god of the sea and storms. Okay. Bola Facetti, Freya, Frigga, Heimdall, Hel, Hermgod, Loki, Njord, Older, Sif, Skald, Surtur, Thor, Storms and Thunder. So 𝘽𝙎 looks like he is the god of the sea and storms, so ocean-based storms, whereas Thor is storms and thunder. So they have some sort of a crossover, which is not uncommon. But 𝘽𝙎, I've not heard of. Gotta do Persephone, Blood Roses and Toxic stuff. Yes! I want to do the Roman or the Greek pantheon as well. Once I've done the Norse pantheon, I'll be doing that one next. Because I'm very excited for it. Okay, so 𝘽𝙎 is basically like Norse Poseidon. He's specifically sea-based. Whereas Thor is wrath and almost warrior-like with his storms, and will go like inland like quite a lot. So yeah, they definitely share quite a lot of their sort of their like coverage. There's a book and audible about the Norse mythos. Oh really? Oh, so you'll be very valuable for all of this. Brilliant. But yeah, so the golden curve in artwork is so things like nautilus shells. Weirdly enough, like they exist in nature, and they basically have that. Spirals, just catch with the eye. Human faces are very good at it, so they will spiral into the eye in the center of the face, leaving you staring at it. It will unconsciously catch your eye line. So if you can, even like in architecture as well, like the pantheons, look, it never quite lets your eye go. So if you can do that with your artwork, then you are quids in. So at the moment, I have basically here or here. Maybe that's where my curve is. Depending on people where people want to start. It's been a while, but it's very interesting. Yeah, brush up on it, because I think that's just always cool to know. It's one of the reasons why I'm enjoying Hades so much. Is all the god stuff. And how all the gods are always relating their stuff to their what do you call it? Their area of business, their topic of worship. Through like clever wordplay and stuff like that. I'm always liking that. So yeah, Thor is our resident god of thunder for now. I think make him much lighter. Which layer is this? Ah, you. And we will group that. Start on our actual lines. Because I think I like how it is now. Let's see all the mythos and getting to see the difference in gods and stories. Yeah, dude, I fucking love like seeing what areas of the world attach different things to areas of like the world. So like one culture might see the sea as like a dangerous and foreboding thing, because storms might be rife and will claim the lives of fishermen. Whereas another culture might latch onto the sea being a very giving place, because fishermen go out and they come back with food, they come back with fish and sustenance. So the ocean is quite a life-giving thing. I love that kind of stuff, and like their cultures will reflect that in their pantheons and stuff like that. I find it all endlessly fascinating, and it's one of the really cool things I think about the recent God of War and what will be in God of War Ragnarok is we've seen all of the Greek gods and how they dick about, and now we're seeing all the Norse gods and how they dick about as well, and the different interpretations of what does the god of thunder and storms in one pantheon mean compared to in the next pantheon. I think it's super interesting. It takes lots of giving. Yeah, and it depends on like which way a culture will latch onto it. Actually, something I want to start with is the face, because I want to work on this helmet a little bit more. So I want something like big and chunky, but also like quite dynamic. Like that. So it tapers to a point. But it's also nice and thick and chunky down here. Like that. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun doing like the research for this kind of stuff, and just seeing what other people do with the gods. And then I'll do some like embellishments on this as well. Hey, Kingos, you jumping into Discord? Good lad. I look forward to your meteoric impact with the general chat. Unless you're already in the Discord, I don't know if you are. I don't keep track of who's in the Discord and who isn't very well. I also feel like I need to rejig how people what the landing page looks like. It's quite bare bones at the moment. But I'm not very good at writing text. I'm a visual boy. That's what I do. No, I haven't yet. There's people I've been following for months and months and months, and then I only just remember to jump in their Discord. I'm like, oh yeah, I could be like more of a member of this community than just on stream. I always forget that kind of stuff. Because, I don't know, like the internet's a busy place. The internet's a very, very busy place. I think, shall we have 2 lines here. I don't actually like that. That needs to be way more angular. Way more angles. Way more angles. Thank you very much. I've worked on this. I love working on stuff like that. You ever need some help, tips? No, so you don't need to. Oh no, dude, absolutely. I'll always reach out to the There's I don't know if there's a suggestion box still, but there's Democracy Corner, which I'm always asking questions in. I think maybe I'll need to reintroduce it. Maybe I took it out for some reason. I think I'll pop it in the sub area. Like just the server suggestions. And it needs an emoji because every server channel every channel in the server gets an emoji. Dem's the rules. What emoji could we go with though? That's the real rub. Like an idea emoji. Is there an emoji that encapsulates ideas? Light bulb on. Hell yeah, that'll work. Create the channel. Some stuff isn't up. No worries, Kingless. You crack on, bud. I'll be here when you get back. Don't you worry, son. Right. Then I reckon we've got it's almost oh no, that needs to actually be a solid line because that's the end of the helmet. Or do I want the finning out? I think I do. I don't like that line. Oof. Oof. That is better. No. I think I'm going to keep the line of the previous row of stuff. So I reckons... Why do I make things more complicated for myself? A nice simple helmet would have done fine, but no. I got to get a little bit extra with this. I just have this follow up. Like that. Ooh. On this to here, so that should give us all the deets we need. Oop, too far. There we go. There we go. We're getting somewhere now. Ooh, I see you there, Mr. Kingless. Is that a Hollow Knight? That is Hollow Knight as a display picture. Hollow Knight. Like, I love myself my Soulsborne games, but Hollow Knight scares me. Like, somewhat about the difficulty of a Soulsborne game and the restrictions of being locked into 2D rather than 3-dimensional movement. I don't know why. That scares the ever-living shit out of me. And I cannot explain it. I have no idea why. But it's one of the games that I really, really want to play a lot more. Like, I want to play. I want to fix this line a little bit. Like, it doesn't need to be quite that dramatic a line. Oop, that is not the right erasure brush. There we go. That's better. That looks more like an actual piece of metal. I enjoyed it so much. I put over 1,400 hours in the game. Oof. Altogether, not separately. Yeah. That's amazing, though. I mean, fair play if you like a game that much. I don't think I've ever stuck with a game that much. I think the most I've ever put into a game was probably Fallout 3. I think racked up into like closer to 500 hours in Fallout 3. Hey Simsky, welcome in, bud. How you doing? It's good to see you. Hell yeah! Let's go. Right, to let you see what we're doing. Actually, I'm gonna put the canvas reference on, so people can actually see what the hell we're drawing when we're all zoomed in, like. But yeah, we're doing some Thor. We're starting off with some of the more complicated shapes. His 𝘽𝙍𝙏 helmet. Simsky, how you doing? I think that can actually be a touch lower. Yeah, that looks good. Doing good, good. I'm glad. I'm glad the week's treating you well, buddy. The week has also treated me with respect so far. I feel like the week is respecting me. I had a fantastic art day Friday. I drew some of my most favourite things that I've ever drawn before in my entire fucking life on Friday. And I'm so happy. And then yesterday was another good art day, working on some commission stuff. Which should be hopefully live soon. I don't know if the commissioner is still about, but hopefully it's still there. Which I do indeed. I do all sorts of D&D characters is like my bread and butter. That's what I do mostly. But I've been doing more emotes recently. All the emotes on the channel are drawn by yours truly. I've done some for other people as well. Current ones I have access to are ones such as... where is he? Old Conky Boy. Oh, he's taken it. He's made it a rainbow one. Cheeky man. That's one. I wanted to get into D&D so bad. Dude, D&D is fantastic. If there's no one locally you know that plays D&D, get online and do it. Roll20 is fantastic and has been for many, many years. I can't recommend that enough. But I know sorry, Roll20. As in, like, roll dice. You get all sorts of looking for groups. There is the... on the subject of looking for group, there is the... sorry, it's probably I don't enunciate very well. There is the subreddit looking for group, or LFG, which is primarily D&D related group building. There is Obviously, like local spaces. If you're lucky enough to have any, like comic book shops or board game shops, a lot of them do Adventurers League public games, so you can go and like cut your teeth a little bit. Which I've run an Adventurers League game before, which was a really, really fun experience. But yeah, if you got some friends into it, then I think it can be expensive to get into D&D. Like all the books and stuff, they can mount up pretty quick. But I think there's the starter kit is like 30 quid, and that gives you an adventure, the basic rules, characters, and basically everything you need to run like a D&D story, like a jumping off point. But yeah, each book in the UK at the very least goes for like 30 to 40 quid. And if you were to get everything now, there's like 20 to 30 books. So if you were a completionist, you've got a project on your hands. But past, I'd say the player's handbook and the DM's guide, I'd say everything else is optional. Everything else is optional. Dice is helpful, and paper to write shit down. But other than that, you're golden. You can go as cheap as you like. I'm going to do some cheating a little bit, actually. So I want to get these at least a little bit similar in shape. So I'm going to flip it. I'm going to put snapping off. I'm going to distort it. Skew. Warp it, rather. Am I? No, I don't want to do that. Now I want to warp it. And advanced mesh. This should help us somewhat with our line work, because the helmet is meant to be symmetrical. Perspective makes it skew-iff somewhat. The basic stuff let you access for free. Oh, did they really? Oh, that's good of them. 𝘽𝙍𝙐𝙎𝙃, have you got a link to it that you want to chuck in the chat? I have link sharing on, and if it helps people get into D&D, then fantastic. I haven't played D&D in probably close to a year now, but there was a time in my life where I was in 3 weekly D&D games. So 3 days a week I was playing D&D. It was a lot. It was a lot, but it was a lot of fun. Someone's going to jump in now and go, what the fuck are you drawing? There is a process. Please trust in my process. It was weird though. D&D was something that passed me by for so long. I have no idea why it did. Because it was always so far up my alley. Thank you, 𝘽𝙍𝙐𝙎. Brilliant. D&D was always the kind of thing that I knew I would love, but I didn't have the friends that played it, and I didn't know enough about it myself to get into it. So I only got into D&D like in my mid-20s, which I think is a massive like wasted opportunity. Like that. Because being too lazy to read from the rules and stuff. Oh, really? The rules are definitely intimidating if you haven't played before. Like gentle exposure therapy helps. like tackling rules a little at a time. Like once you're used to basic combat, then add in some spellcasters, then add in some mounted opponents, then add in some like bigger, large opponents and some small opponents. I think is it the Lost Mines of Pandelver? Does a good job of that. It's a very good like introduction to D&D. And my fourth group of people have suggested me to start joining D&D, and I'm finally actually going to try. Hell yeah! Do you have any idea what you're going to play yet? That's the big question. What are you playing? No. Don't like that line much. I think I've played almost every class. I'm trying to think if there's a class that I haven't played yet. I played a barbarian. I've played a bard. I've played a cleric. Played a druid. Played a fighter. Played paladin. I played a rogue. Played a ranger. Played a monk. I played a sorcerer. Oh, no, have I played? No, I don't think I have played a sorcerer. I played a wizard. Played a warlock. Played an artificer or artificer, depending on how you want to say it. Yeah, I don't think I played a warlock. Or no, I haven't played a sorcerer. Sorry. Well, if I ever whenever I play next, I have to play a sorcerer. Otherwise, like, do I even roll dice? You know. Gonna play dwarf rogue. Oh hell yeah! Dwarf Rogue's a great combo. Are you gonna be like a proper like Cockney yard boy, like one of the Peaky Blinders? Dwarf Rogue for me always conjures up like your inner city urban, like not so much like super stealth, but like definitely into crime. More like almost like mafia sort of Irish. Organized crime. That's the vibe I usually get from when I hear Dwarf Rogue. I don't think I've ever played a dwarf, come to think of it. I've played some of the weirdest shit. Some like the elemental guys, the Ganassi. Played a Minotaur. Played an Elephant Man. Not the Elephant Man, but an Elephant Man. I think this needs to be a little bit higher. And that needs to go that far. That's better. Yeah, I think I have a document on my Google Docs of like 400 character concepts, because I come up with them all the time. And just will write them down and never go back to them. There's a lot of characters relegated to the never will be played Atorium. I think you might call it. Alright, helmet is almost done. I don't want... Nah, I don't want that. Keep it nice and simple. Like that, that'll do. Perspective's hard, man. Yeah, I like that. Right, now, onto Thor's actual face. Let's do his little nose ring. Thor's never, I don't think, explicitly shown with a nose ring. But I reckon a cheeky little nose ring. It's nice and brutal for him. Because this isn't the Marvel's universe Thor. This is the more Nordic, brutal Thor. She don't really want to get into crime. She has kind of complicated backstory where she kind of has to do crime, and also most organized criminals kind of don't want to associate with her either. Ah, so she's an outcast in both lives. Cool, I like that. Perfect for an adventurer. So how? So the biggest question is, why does she want to go adventuring? What does the adventuring life hold for her? Because I would always say this, like, to new players, is your character has to have a reason to want to go adventuring. Because your character doesn't want to leave home for months on end. They wouldn't, and you'll struggle to rationale, like, why are they on the road so much? So I always like that sort of, like, seeking knowledge is always a good one. Just that much that would be defined, I think. What game is this from? This is high amp. This is amped. This is very, very upbeat. It looks like Guilty Gear or something like that. That'll explain it. It's a fighting game. Oh, Arc System Works. I mean, it's good. It keeps me drawing fast. One of my favourite D&D characters was a guy called Ragnis Pyrock. Now, Ragnis was the son of an Ifrit and a human wizard. And he was raised by his mother, the human wizard. Didn't really know much about his father. Probably like a whirlwind romance is how he always imagined it. And in a world where magic is being slowly more and more outlawed, he's now on the run, being a more magical creature and a bard by profession. He is an inherently magical person. So it behooves him to get out of town and keep on the run. Or keep on the road, rather. And he multi-classed into Wizard in honor of his mother. And was a very, very fun character to play. All charisma, all intelligence, zero foibles with getting what he wants. Knowing what he wants and knowing how to get it and how to bend people to his will. It was great. She has to have a group of people she trusts, I guess, and she does eventually want to gain enough power and influence to be able to return home to clear her name and get a bit of justice and all that. That's good. I like that. She wants to like earn some power and like get her chops so she can come home and with newfound knowledge right those wrongs. I like that. That's a good reason. Right, what next? Let's do this big old collar he's got on. But yeah, I think that's a good reason. I always like the characters that are it's usually bards. It's usually bards that have this reason. And they're on the road just to sample the road. They want to sample the world. Like nothing creative comes out of sitting at home. So they go out to experience the world and accidentally end up saving the world a couple of times. I love that character. I always love that character. They're brilliant. Let's bring this beard in, shall we? I think we'll end it in a twist. A little dinky thing here. So it just ties up a little bit. Actually, I'm not sure I like that little dinky twist. The beard is too large and majestic. Maybe it's going to be a little bit more of an old manish beard where it sort of like trails off. It's more wild and unkept for the God of Thunder, you know? A little bit more Father Christmassy as well. Oh no. I should come as no surprise that I love D&D. Like, I'm a sucker for a giant story. A big, like, overarching, silly plot, you know? Got a little square. A little square button thing here. A little detail. It doesn't add a huge amount of detail, but it helps fill in some like blank areas where you think, oh, a god would have this sorted. And like normal, I leave the actual details on the eye to last. I ain't doing any more on that. Not now, at very least. I don't think those rivets quite work. These sort of these work better. I was going to do a character who was just in it to explore, but then when I was listening on the game to Soundbook before joining, my friends had this moment where they had a little argument of my backstory is the most dramatic, and I rolled my eyes and said, yeah, screw, let's add that everyone's dead. Everyone's past this miserable meme. Dude, like, sometimes it makes so much more flavor, you know? When everyone's going like, no. You think being an orphan was bad. Try having parents that actively didn't want you. That's worse. Like, that sort of shit, like, makes a game sometimes. I think that's brilliant. I love it. And, like, although I do think the whole, like, a lot of characters end up getting written where their parents are dead. And I hate that. I hate having the parents being dead. Because I like... From my experience, I've liked when my characters have had living parents that I can play and, like, twist the knife in a sort of way. Not to say, like, I'm not going to dangle their parents over a volcano and go, the bad guy has stolen your parents, and we'll murder them. But more like the whole, I had a character who was from a knightly order, and his mother was a higher up ranking knight. So it's basically, this order of knights was the family business, and they went in, same as their mother did, same as I think their grandfather before them, stuff like that. So every now and again, their mother would turn up, and it would be both like their mother, but also their commanding officer. And they're like a very like noble military sort of background, and the player character's a little bit more like bend the rules, punk rock. Like, yeah, the knightly order says this, but we can kind of skirt around this for now. So they're kind of like the bad boy of this knightly order. And having, like, the disapproving sort of almost snooty mother come along going, you've done well. I don't appreciate how you've done it, but I appreciate that you've done good in the world. So ultimately I will give you praise, but I will chastise how you've done it. And they would, like, sort of like, they were quite swashbuckly in that they would leap into action and, like, kind of like, haha, the hero is here. Swash, 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 kill the goblins, win the day, steal the princess kind of thing. And then when their mum turned up, they'd be like, yes, mother, no, mother, of course, mother, don't make me do push-ups. Like, it was fantastic. It was so much fun. The dynamic we got to explore was brilliant. My character's parents are fine, they just think she murdered the person. She pretty well respected, so they disowned the same. Cool, that's brilliant, I like that. You're regaining their trust as well as the trust of the town. I think that's way more interesting. I had a character who was cursed to be invisible for a couple of years, like 2 years. 2 years of his life. He was cursed to be invisible. Someone basically cursed everyone in the town, or in the city, to forget that he ever existed. So he was walking around the town, and he was a good character, so he wasn't getting into, like, crime and stealing stuff and stuff like that. But, like, he would go home, and, like, his parents completely forgot they had a son. So there was no one looking for him, there was no one mourning him, but he was there. He was interacting with things, and the curse would cause people to create leaps of logic to cover for the things that he was doing. So, like, if he picked up a vase and threw it across the room, his parents wouldn't see that the vase flew across the room. They would see, oh, the vase had always been against that wall and has just fallen off a shelf nearby. They would create these leaps of logic to cover for it. And it was a fantastic thing of, like, the reunion of that kind of those characters was fascinating. And I loved it. And also, it gave the party the intrigue hook of, like, well, who cursed him? Who did this? Why was this done to my character? My character had the interest of, like, I want to be seen by my parents again. Because he's a very bolshy Brian Blessed sort of character, like, I want to go and I see a mountain, I want to climb it. If I see a monster, I want to wrestle it. I want to bring all these stories home, drink merry, and have a party with everyone. And and he couldn't do that, and that it hurt him that he couldn't interact with his friends and his family, but also he couldn't be the center of attention. He literally could not be in the spotlight, and that hurt him way more than being ignored by everyone else in life. It just crushed him that no one could listen to his stories. So obviously, like, he got they figured it out. They figured out who cursed him. They got him uncursed. They had the big like reunion, but then he had told all his stories, so he needs to go back into the world and gather more stories. So he managed to solve a big thing of his backstory, but still had the desire to adventure with the party. And that's kind of what I really like seeing in players. Like, great, I've fixed the plumbing in my home. My house is no longer leaky, but I still want to see what the world's got to offer. Or I still need to pay these blood debts to my party. I owe them the adventuring. I like that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was a character called 𝘽𝙍𝙒𝙃 who is a jeweler by trade, and a paladin by night, basically. He was a great character. Absolutely adored playing him. So as you can tell, I get a little bit like passionate when talking about D&D. I love D&D so much. In fact, I haven't played it in so long. It needs to be fixed, I feel. But the pandemic killed my last game. When we all couldn't play in when we all couldn't play with each other, like in the same room, that basically killed the game, and we just haven't gotten back to it since. It's been like 2 years. Like, that campaign is dead. I've heard of Dimension 20. So here's the thing, like, I'm a huge proponent for online D&D, but I really struggle with it. Something about 4 or 5 voices all coming through the headphones triggers like a fight or flight response, like a big like anxiety spike. I don't know where it comes from or why it is. I think it's like an audio processing issue, where like all the voices come through at the same time, and I just need to get the fuck out. I need to just leave the situation. And it's very, very strange. I didn't know I had this thing until we tried playing via Discord. But yeah, it basically means online D&D I struggle with. Oh, Dimension. Oh, they're like a Critical Role or like a High Rollers sort of group. No, I haven't played. I haven't heard of Dimension 20. Let me give a quick Google. Because there's a lot of those around these days. Absolutely hundreds. Oh, I know the DM. I've seen the DM about a lot. He's great. He's hilarious. Normally people saying his name. Hey, Crypto, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? It's good to see you. Oh, it's in like in a high school. Yeah. I've seen them about. I've seen pictures. I didn't know it was called Dimension 20. But yeah, their DM is fantastic. I love him. He pops up on TikTok for me all the time. Which I should get more into TikTok and actually making TikToks. Well, one of our founder, Brendan Lee Mulligan, talked about one of the characters he played with. Oh, really? I was tempted to do, like, to work with my mates and do a online D&D show. The amount of production that goes into those things is wild. Absolutely crazy. I have a huge amount of respect for anyone that manages it. Apparently it's a bad tongue. I will come back to it later. It was a religious vampire who didn't feel like he belonged with the vampires or the church, and it created a whole new dynamic. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Something I like that a lot of people rally against really hard is the idea of an atheist in D&D. And they don't like it because in D&D, the effects of the gods and divine beings can literally be seen working. In the whole, like, with Jesus turning water into wine, it's not just Jesus that can do that. Like, loads of clerics and priests and churchgoers can do that, and it's literally powered by the gods. Angels and celestial beings can visit the common folk, so it's kind of like, it's a known quantity that gods exist. So how do you run an atheist in D&D? And it's actually very easy. It's you acknowledge that these beings exist, but you just don't recognize them as all-knowing, all-powerful beings. In the same way that you don't recognize, as a child, you don't recognize your mother as God. You don't recognize your father as God. As you grow up, you don't recognize your government as God. You don't recognize the god of healing as a god. They're just a very powerful being. There are plenty of these things. They're not deserving inherently of your worship. If they do things for you, you may give thanks. You may praise their name, sing their praises in the way that you would do for a very close friend or someone who has benefited your life. But you do not worship them unconditionally. And I love that. I love that take on an atheist in D&D. So when you've got the cleric going, praise be to Muradin or something like that, you go, well, Muradin's not helped me in my life in any discernible way. I respect that you like him, but I am neutral to this person, this being, this creature. Until they affect my life, I will then give thanks, but then once thanks is given, the transaction is over. I love that sort of take. I really recommend Damage for 20. They're all captioned for funky hearings. Oh, that's cool. And I'm a bit headachy and a ball of stress, but okayish. Oh, I hope the evening can subside some of that stress, my dude. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of Critical Role, but I just could not keep up with it. It was so much content to absorb that I just couldn't keep up with them. But like watching it is very different to being in it. It's very, very strange. I think it helps that like the shows that get big, they're all either actors or they're enthusiast actors, or they have some sort of stage knowledge and they know not to speak over people. Because I think that was a big thing for me, was you had 5 people all talking, and across those 5 people you had 3 conversations, and that became very difficult to sort of process in my brain. Whereas across the table you can better tune people out. Whereas you're either listening to the entire speaker or you're not. I was in hospital the weekend and managed to miss 8 hours of class. Ooh. Well, hopefully those classes weren't too strenuous. And they DOSed a little bit. But it's fine. Right now, you're here. You survived. That's all that matters. Resting and hydrating and stuff. Good. I'm glad you're hydrating. Not enough people hydrate. On the note of hydrating, I will hydrate myself. And anyone else watching, hydrate as well. What time is it now? Oh, we've got a couple of hours, that's good. I have no idea how much we'll get done tonight. this is good. What's that? What game is this from? Dreams End Nostalgia. Ooh. Yeah, traditional Mjolnir. Little forging hammer. It's like the Norse mythology's noisy cricket. You know, if you're familiar with Men in Black, you'll know of the noisy cricket. I love the noisy cricket. And yeah, that's 100% what Mjolnir is. Right, we gotta do the hand as well. Oh boy. Oh boy, hands. When I get the hand spot on, I'm really proud of it. But when you're staring down like all them fingers and points of articulation, hands are complicated, man. It's why I'm not too upset with New World messing up a couple of hands. It's because I know they're fucking difficult. Alright, let's do this. Nice big thick wrist. Or what's going on there? That's horrifying. That ain't right at all. That's better. It was size immensely. Are you not enjoying it now? Or is it? I've heard queues to get in have been a bit of a nightmare. I heard that the launch day was delayed a little bit because it was so popular, which is like the best problem a game can have, really. Oh no, we're too popular. I've never heard of a game going out of business because it's too popular, you know? Sorry, Lost Ark. What am I talking about? Well, yeah, New World. New World was the one with the Conquistador on the front, wasn't it? Yeah, New World was released a few months ago, September last year. Was everywhere, and I feel is now nowhere. Lost Ark is the new one. Yeah, I feel like Lost Ark had some trouble for getting into it the first couple of days. It was too goddamn popular. And like, how can I hold all these users? I'm still. What day is it today? It's 15th. So Elden Ring is out in 10 days. That's the game I'm waiting for next. Once that's out. Sorry, I'm an Elden Ring streamer for the next couple of months, I feel. Is it 9 days? Is it? I think it's 10 days for me because I can't play it on release day. And the reason why I can't play it on release day is I have a tattoo booked on that Friday. So while everyone else is playing Elden Ring for the first time, I'll be sat getting jabbed with needles for like 400 hours. And I don't want to play any in the evening because I want to go into the stream completely fresh. I don't want to be like, I've played this in my downtime. Like, I've discovered all this stuff earlier in the week, and then during the stream, it's just a walkthrough tour of like, I know what's happening, I know what's coming. It's fine. That's a bit for me. And like I feel like I've not been on not the hype train, but like on the beat of like the bleeding edge of video games and video game releases for a long time. Like I scarcely buy and play anything on release. This will be the first time in, oh Christ, years, probably years, that I'll have played something basically day one. So I'm very, very excited to like jump on that. I'm trying to think what the last game I played like day one was. It might have been Black Flag on the PS4. Because I got my PS4 on release day, and that came with Assassin's Creed Black Flag. But was it out before then? Did it release on PS3 earlier? I'm curious now. Initial release date 29th of October 2013. PS4 UK release. When was the PS4 out?
Looks like meat back on the menu, boys!
𝘽𝙍𝙐𝙎, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? Just about so everyone can see what's been drawn at the moment. 𝘽𝙍𝙐𝙎, how you doing? What are you streaming tonight, buddy? It's good to see you again. Let's give a quick shouty outy. Playing API Error, my favorite game ever.
It was being weird, I'm sorry. I didn't do any settings
today?
in Twitch or anything regarding Twat. Chat.
Sorry.
I didn't do any.
Talking is like the hardest thing in the world. But how you doing, my dear? I want to make sure that I'm definitely following you. It'd be horribly awkward if I wasn't. I don't know why my I am good. I am very good. Good. Doing my thing. Yeah, I'm doing very well. More art, mostly scumbling portraits? What's a scumbling? This is a new word. Let me add it to my lexicon. What does scumbling mean? But I'm doing well. There was some IT issues to begin with at the beginning of the stream, but your boy is big-brained enough sometimes to have overcome it. He's done all right today. And we're just talking about video games that we're playing on release day. So for those coming in with 𝘽𝙍𝙐𝙎, I am going to be getting onto Elden Ring day of release. I'm currently playing Hades alongside artwork and stuff like that. But I'll be streaming a lot of Elden Ring when that hits. And I am super hyped. But I have no idea what the last game I played on release day was. The last time I got caught in the hype. Scribbling was an art thing where you scribble the work, trying not to lift the pen. Oh, I see. Okay. Excuse me. So it's a one-line piece. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That sounds super interesting. It sounds like a nice art challenge, which I'm here for. Easy Dodge, welcome in, bud. How you doing? I don't have a burp command, but I should do. If you type commands, exclamation commands, you'll see what commands I do have. It turned out alright. He doesn't have burp counter like me. If only I did. Like that's the big brain streamer moves that I need. Although we do have full contact fights in the chat. There is exclamation Hadouken, Falcon Punch, and something else I can't remember. I added a few. I can't remember what show that's from, but I saw the GIF and I was like, that's incredible. That's madness. Just an upstart deer messing about. But yeah, I cannot remember it for the life of me. I keep wanting to call it Plastic Nissan, but I know it's not Plastic Nissan. Plastic Nissan is completely different. Although Plastic Nissan gives me an idea. Oh shit. Am I logged into YouTube on this? Will audio come through as well? That's the big thing. Tis the key. Yeah, this. Right. Why are you airplaying? Don't airplay. Just play. Rubbish. Trash. Technology has failed us once more. Right, hang on. If we go on PC. There we go. Plastic Nissan bra. This should be a reward. So these guys are getting bullied somewhat. And this jock comes in to save the day. In the most horrifying way. And there's one specific moment I think we can make into an emote. Or a reaction. It's called the bra slap. There's Plastic Nissan. Inexplicably jacked. The power, the poise. For no reason, the bra. It doesn't even fit. Whack. That's it. That's all I wanted. Just bra slap. Well, take a look at his body. He's inexplicably jacked for his high school kid. We'll make that into a command as well. Next time I go live, expect exclamation bra slap. Perfect, no problems at all. Never a problem with like terms of service or anything. It's probably fine. Because only those who know will know. See, I mean, we're just we're just messes, just chaotic messes. Alright, so by and large, stereotypes are a bad thing. However, the chaotic bisexual is absolutely something I claim to be and extrude. I exhume. It pours from my form. Just a bisexual dumpster fire of a person. A funny sound command is 𝘍𝙍𝙎 saying, "I'm really feeling it." Alright, let's hear this. Right, Grumpy, did you like the man in the bra? Alright, I'm really feeling it. I said 𝘍𝙍𝙎 I'm not familiar with. Let's have a look.
I'm really feeling it.
I'm really feeling it. That is awful. That's terrible.
I'm really feeling it.
I'm really feeling it. That reminds me of oh, Ni no Kuni 2. There's not gonna be an easy sound bite. But it's the little character from Ni no Kuni 2, and like sometimes when he's like, "Come on, guys, we've got to win the war." It's like, all right, you're like 4 years old, and people are being sent to die. Can you not be so? We did it. It's over exaggerated, sure, but there's that. I mean, the abs don't lie. You can wash your clothes on those. But yeah, if you want, I think Plastic Nissan is like 6 episodes. It's not very long at all. God is Dead. We have quitting. You're gonna have to. If you got a link, send it to me. Drop in the chat. We'll watch it. If it's like a real quick, like 10-second clip or something like that, or if you find a video where you have like a timestamp, let us know. We'll get on it. Because I'm all for like just filling this channel with meme shit. Especially now that we've got like sound commands. Because they don't take up much like real estate space on the channel. Alright, let's watch this.
God is dead. God remains dead.
God
and
remains
we
dead.
have killed him. How shall we comfort ourselves? The murderers of our murderers. What was holiest and righteous of all that the world has owned has bled to death under our knives. Who will wipe this blood off us? What router is there to queen ourselves?
To queen ourselves. I fucking love that. I absolutely love that. That's incredible. Alright, you bet. That'll be a thing. That's quite a long one. I might restrict that. Oh Jesus, start again. I might add that as a reward, but just for subs, because it's quite a long one. I think you gotta pay for your right to use that. As I'm looking at my food barrel, my stomach. What? It's over exaggerated. Dude, it's really good. I like it. That's 100% getting added. Like, it's it's ridiculous. that's the point. Right, Grumpy, you bought some packs of cards. Some Stream Loot shenanigans recently. Which no one's bought in a while. I haven't really been, like... I haven't been promoting my Stream Loots things, stuff very much recently. So I'm curious, what cards did you get? Yeah, I have a list of like half a dozen new Stream Loots cards I need to add. I think that'll be what I'll do Saturday evening. Oh, no, I won't. I'm at a wedding Saturday evening. Shit. I mean, hooray for them, but also shit. How about the cult leader meme? Let's have a look.
Don't you want to become a cult leader?
I do like that. God is dead.
Since the death of God, there's been a vacancy open. You could fill that void. Don't you want to?
Yeah, I do like that. Don't you want to become a cult leader? Since the death of God, there's been a vacancy. Look at that. There's a lot of like TikTok stuff that I want to add. I should probably do a stream where we just talk about the TikToks and memes that we find funny. Because I see other people do that, and it's always a good like love in, you know. I'm down for something silly like that. Since the death of God, there's been a vacancy. Love it. What other memes we got? I need to add in. I spend a lot of time on my instance. Why is that? Well, that's Death Parade. Hang on, what's this?
Everybody, put your hands up,
Alright, now I remember Death Parade. I remember that opening. It was so good. That opening just fucking slaps. I need to finish it. I feel like I need to watch and finish a show if I'm gonna include it in like the memes of the channel, you know? But I definitely need.
It's the Talk Winter.
Oh no, that's an advert. We'll just throw that for a second. When have you done adverts? That's all I need. Anyone else get a bunch of randos asking to send this? Yes, all the time. Every time I post anything to Instagram, I get 5 people going like, hey, do you want to send it to us or send it to this guy and we'll post it for you on our page that gets lots of followers? I'm like, no, fuck off. Yeah, I always respond to those of like, if it's saying like, hey, can I post that to my profile? I've got loads of followers. I'll go, yeah, sure, £400. It's all bots. There's no humans behind it. It's either accounts that have been hacked or they're bot accounts. They don't exist at all. Excuse me? Did anyone else hear that? Because I didn't. Outrageous. Well, let's fix that, shall we? Where are you? Trick fire, there you are. Hey, Hollow Rose, welcome in, bud. How you doing? Drizzy, Hollow Rose is also an artist. If you're ever looking for artists to follow, Hollow Rose is right there. She's really good, by the way. Did you know? And also, Hollow Rose, Drizzy's an artist. You should totally follow each other. It's cool. All the cool kids are doing it. Where is it? That's videos. I mean, sounds.
Emotional damage.
There you go. There's your emotional damage. Never let it be known that I didn't do anything for you guys. I love that clip so much. Yeah, if you guys are like me and you're terrible at like making friends in the art community, then this is your opportunity. Make a friend. Crush the crush the routines of lost connections. I will often like meet an artist and go, I really like your work, and then never talk to them again because I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, new friend, get the gift of nudes. Absolutely. Share many nudes. All the nudes. I like that emote. Maybe I should get a nudes emote. What do I do though? What do I do for nudes? So many nudes. I love it. You love to see a good collection of nudes. There we go. We're almost a little bit of the way through Mjolnir now. Again, because for some reason I thought symmetry would be a good thing to try and draw. Past Adam is a fucking idiot, I gotta tell you guys, honestly. Turned a sea bunny into this cute thing. Oh, that's cute, I like that. He put the U in cute. Draw a line. I love the uni skull. The highlighter. The shit show. I love. I love it. The shit show one in particular. I love it. I feel like I want more word emotes. I don't have many. All of my emotes that have words on them are just these ones. These are the ones with any text on of mine. There's the heal one, which is a follower emote, and I don't think I like it too much. It doesn't vibe in the same way. A tiny mug with a burb. That is cute. Just your emotes get a stamp of approval from me. Hang on. Okay, that's not bad. I like that. It's official now. It was only if I knew how to type. Typing's hard. Typing's real hard. I would never like be upset at anyone for mistyping anything. Holy shit. Typing's like the hardest thing we do on like a daily basis. Oh, would you actually have a words are hard? Oh, there's Shelter Clipper. That is a fantastic one. Words are hard. Dude, words are so hard. I love it. Is that a hype train? Choo-choo slide. I feel like I need a hype train emote. Holy shit, how have I not got a hype train emote? How ding-dong stupid of me. How can I not have a hype train emote? I feel like these are the big brain Twitch streamer plays that I'm missing out on. I need a hype and a love one. Yeah, right? There's a certain number of yes, luxury gay space communist. That's one of my dear friends and members of the community. He's brilliant. Do you know him? Are you familiar? Who are they? They're a fantastic new streamer. If you're not following them, you should absolutely follow them. I think I have a sub to someone who has, yeah. Rampant bisexual, rampant gay energy. Let's see if they. Does Lux have any clips yet?
It's on a scale of 1 to 10. It's really bad.
How is it on like Breakfast at Tiffany's?
It's bad.
It can't be as bad as Breakfast at Tiffany's though.
It's pretty
not
bad.
Great.
We like the thing is we're coming to the stream and we know Bond is problematic.
Oh, 100%.
And we just have to if we spend the whole stream discussing that, it's all we'd discuss.
Exactly.
No more. Sean Connery is problematic too.
Sean Connery is, but mere existence is problematic.
But now he's dead.
That's him just saying he's glad Sean Connery is dead. Lovely, wholesome man. Crocheting. Crocheting? Crocheting, that's how you say it. Fucking words are hard. Alright, that's it. I'm making a words are hard emote. That's hype train and words are hard. What am I looking at? Yes. Dude, Instagrams are there to lurk. Imagine like engaging with content on Instagram. Perish the thought. I'd never do it. I am the worst for looking at something and going, nice, and not liking it at all. I am absolutely dreadful for doing it. My reflex of like pressing heart or pressing like on something isn't there because I'm a fucking old man. I don't know how technology works. Wait, hang on. That's... There we go. That's good. That's better. And then... Do I have to do the lines across? Yeah. Nope, hang on. What am I doing? There we go. I was getting confused between undo and redo. Hide the sin and show the sin is basically what I call it. Alright, that's a nice embezzled Mjolnir. OnlyFriends, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? Good to see ya. At this point, if we're giving shout-outs left, right, and centre, OnlyFriends is a fantastic person, who I'm sure I'm going to love dearly. Playing some Mass Effect, hell yeah. Bio, my love, welcome in as well. Bio gets a shout out. I am the Oprah Winfrey of shouts today.
No, thank you.
That's an old one now.
Ooh, what's in here?
That's the light button where we know how to smash a phone with the receiver. We do, Hollow Rose. We absolutely do. I said, I asked my wife if she ever heard the song If I Was a Rich Man. Is that the one by Gwen Stefani? I mean, the one by Gwen Stefani does slap. It's a good song. So no, a good anime, 10 to 13 episodes. Ooh, a good anime, 10 to 13 episodes. That's a tough one. I think most of mine end up going to like 26 episodes as like a sweet spot. Absolutely. You get a shout out. You get a shout out. Look under your chairs. It's a shout out. Who else in here is a streamer and hasn't got a shout out yet today? Hollow Rose, you've not got a shout out yet. Fixed. Done immediately. There's some like crotcheting we were talking about before. Very old. How are you doing, Bio? You've got to set that your chat can screen.
Go the fuck to bed.
Why would you include
like
the
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Why would you include the goddamn jump scares? You're asking for trouble. Platform. Okay. Leo as well. Hell yeah. Leo's a fantastic little streamer. What's that one? God, I recognise that game. Do I recognise that game?
Did you see that though? I was shot him right in the head. He just like.
Doesn't like. Oh no. No, the API error is something. Twitch has changed something, and my chatbot hasn't picked up again. Yeah. I haven't got a shout out me, unfortunately. I think it's only mods and me that can shout out people. But I don't think you're sure. What are you streaming? What do you stream, Ihaz? Kaisen, I'm halfway through the first episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, and my Crunchyroll app wasn't working, so I dropped it. So it's like I would get a third of the way through the episode and restart from that third. So then I watch the second third, and then restart that third after I finished it. It was an absolute fucking nightmare, and I got one episode in, and I was like, this is great fun. But the Crunchyroll player was just absolutely trash. I hated it. I've seen Demon Slayer for season 2. I've not. I watched Demon Slayer season 1, and I didn't get along with it. It's beautifully animated. It is stunningly animated, but I don't know what it is. I feel like Kenshiro is not the main character. His sister is. But his sister is so busy being stuffed in a box, she doesn't get to be a character, really. She's a MacGuffin to be saved, rather than a full character. And I struggle to get past that. So I don't know if I'll pick up season 2. Finish the original manga. How long has the manga finished, or is it ongoing still? I know, if I not liking Demon Slayer is like one of those things that'll get you crucified in a lot of anime like communities. Like, how could you not? How dare you? I dare, buddy. My opinions are mine and mine alone. I'll tell you one thing, don't watch season 2 fully. Only on episode 10. Okay. Oh, well, this is, oh, it's Nier Automata. If you've not played Nier Automata, then absolutely play it. It is so goddamn good. I absolutely adore this game so much. This is one of those games that really gets into like the whole what does it mean to be human sort of thing. So if you play it on Japanese, you will hear ningen so many times. See that we barely get to know her before she becomes like a mute cutie. So it's still Tanjiro as main character. I mean, like the thing that starts off the whole show happens to his sister, but then it's Kechiro that has to fix everything. I'm like, well, is Kechiro really necessary when it could just be the sister trying to fix her own problems? Tanjiro is Tanjiro, so not Kechiro. Tanjiro is technically the main character, but yeah, the manga was finished, but I heard the author added some more. Okay. His family died? Yeah. That's all that's happened to Tanjiro. But like you say, like his family died. His sister's family also died. They shared the same family. Like, anything that's happened to Tanjiro of interest also happened to his sister. And in fact, more has happened to his sister, arguably, than has happened to Tanjiro. In the setup of the show. In the premise of the show. In the premise and premise alone. It's all, on his sister. How long was Desert Punk? Desert Punk I remember having a lot of fun with. If you don't know Desert Punk, it's got some really, really cool character designs in it. Oh yeah, it's obviously the show poses Tanjiro as the main character. True, absolutely true. The show does pose Tanjiro as the main character. but from the premise and like the desires of what the characters want in the show, the sister is the focal point, and she's there. It's not like say for example, if she was kidnapped and turned into a demon, then fair enough. It's about Tanjiro saving his sister from a literal prison. But she's there. She's there in every scene. She's in the box on his back. She could be doing all this herself if the writers gave her the agency to do so. But they've chosen not to, and I feel like the show is lesser for it because you've created this character who needs to be saved, but is awkwardly there on screen, like, or her box is always there on screen, and it's kind of like, she's right. She can hear you talking, dude. Like, you're saying, like, she should have an opinion, I feel. And she starts to, like, at the end of season 1, it felt like she was getting a little bit more with it and, like, cognate. Well, the only reason why is because they don't know if she'll go feral or turn full demon. See, I think it'd be far more interesting to explore that and have his sister actually struggle with the demonic side urges. To have her voice out that whole, like, everything in my body is screaming to rip this person to shreds, but I know I shouldn't. I know that's my brother. I know I should not kill that person. I mustn't drink their blood. I mustn't eat humans. I must remember that I'm human. I must stay true and stay strong. I would find that far more interesting to be told from her perspective than from his perspective on the outside. I get why, like, I get narratively why she's stuck in the box, but I feel like there's a much more interesting story to be told if it's all from her perspective. The fact that she became a demon if she lost the ability to talk. That's a writer's choice. There's no laws out there saying that when you turn into a demon, you can't talk anymore. Outside of the writer specifically saying that, it's like those arguments of saying, like, oh, who's stronger, Goku or Superman? The stronger person is whoever the writer needs to be stronger at that time. There is, like, the argument is sort of flawed, unfortunately. If the writer needs Superman to win, then Superman is stronger. If the writer needs Goku to win, then Goku is stronger. The writer has chosen to make being turned into a demon turn you mute. That's a choice that the writer has made. There is no immutable law to say the writer didn't have to do that. They've written it into the narrative that that's what happens, but they've elected to write that into the narrative. If you follow what I'm saying. It's meant to be difficult to follow her because she's got a bloodlust sword that takes her out. She's muzzled so she doesn't eat anyone. Yeah, like, I get why. Like, she's muzzled. I get why she's stuck in the box. I get why she doesn't talk. But that's the writer choosing to write the show like that. And I feel like it would be a more interesting show if you did away with some of that stuff. It'd be a more interesting show if you explored that from her perspective rather than Tanjiro's. She get the ability to speak back if she ate someone. I mean, fair enough, but you've already got the leverage of if she ate someone, the bloodlust would be subsided for a while, in that sort of vampire sort of way. Like the reluctant vampire only eats people to satiate the cravings, because otherwise the cravings turn them mad. It's basically that's kind of what it is. The lack of speech is added on top of that to justify the writer's own reasons of wanting Tanjiro to be the main character. I mean, like, you've got a show that does it very, very well is Full Metal Alchemist, where you've got the main character, Edward, who's trying to save his brother Alphonse. But Alphonse is there the entire time with that disability of being subjugated to whatever the curse or the disability or the MacGuffin is. I think that's a much better way of doing it, where sometimes Alphonse is so banged up that he is reduced to being put in a box, and it's played up properly. Which one specifically? Brotherhood or the first one? Either, to be honest. I loved both. I love both for very different reasons. Yeah, I feel like I know a lot of shows, but I don't know specifically anyone that are like 13 episodes or so. I could help by just going googling 13 episodes anime 13 episodes long. But you might as well do that yourself. You'll know instantly what you identify with more before I do. You only finished Brotherhood. I like them both, but then again, like I don't mind retellings of stories. So I like seeing, like, there's something to be said for like the purity of the original artist's vision, right? And I get that, but I also like seeing different takes on things. So I would love, right? I would absolutely adore to read The Lord of the Rings as written by Tolkien, and then read a version of Lord of the Rings as written by George R.R. Martin, and then I would love to see a version of Lord of the Rings written by someone like Douglas Adams or Terry Pratchett, and to see how they take the broad concepts of classic fantasy evil and like the whole journey and the fellowship and like the brotherhood of shared traumas, and how each writer does those differently. I love that kind of stuff. So I liked Brotherhood. I liked original Full Metal Alchemist anime, and then Brotherhood as well. I think I like seeing the differences, but that's specifically me. If you want objectively the better show, I think it's Brotherhood. I think Brotherhood is objectively better than the first series, and that's coming from, I saw Fullmetal Alchemist when I was like 15 years ago. That's when I first sort of saw it, and then I watched Brotherhood as it was coming out, and was like, no, I loved Fullmetal Alchemist already, and this show is like, Brotherhood is superior, absolutely. But I like the original purely because it changes things. I think it does it in some really interesting ways. So yeah, I think long and short of it, I don't get along with Demon Slayer. I don't begrudge anyone who does like Demon Slayer. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you like Demon Slayer, it is yours to love. I would never try and take that away from you or try and diminish that. But it's just, it doesn't vibe with me, unfortunately. And it's a shame because it's beautifully animated. There's some wonderful character designs. Some of the supporting cast I absolutely adore. I'm terrible with names, but the Pighead Man I find is brilliant. And his arc towards the end of season 1 I found really interesting. Where he is this uber strong, hyper dude. He's like the hyper, like, I am the strongest and I will kill anyone that tells me wrong. And then at the end of the first episode, Inosuke, that's the one, Pigman, yeah. He is like, I will fight anyone, I will prove myself, I will kill everyone if they say they're stronger than me. And then something that doesn't happen very much in anime, I feel, is the end of season 1, he's humbled. He gets the absolute shit beaten out of him, and he is humbled. And it's like, he is broken, and he has to rebuild himself from that. And I think I would watch a spin-off of just him. I would love to like examine that as a full season, full series. Like Tanjiro, he's fine, whatever. He's classic, I'll do my best, I'll try and win kind of character, which is fair enough, whatever. But he doesn't quite do it for me. Whereas Inosuke is just a fucking bastard. He's an absolute bastard through and through, and he kind of knows it and doesn't care. It seems like the characters that become a demon and eat someone fundamentally change. It's like it's obviously not the case with the Doctor one, but it's such a high possibility, and Thunderska comes along and proves that you don't necessarily need that. Shina's being very childlike when we do see her unless she's fighting. I like Rango as well, but I'm not attached to them as it is. I'd watch your version just because you brought up so many good questions. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the discourse. I know when someone says something negative about something you like, it's very easy. I've done this before in the past as well. I've got to done this. Is you very much jump to like, no, I like this because it's good. You're not allowed to dislike it because that questions my love of it. So I try not to poo-poo on anyone else's love of things. Because what you take home from a show and what I take home from a show are wildly different things, but they're both valid. It's why people that don't like Star Wars, I don't mind it. I don't particularly have a huge amount of love for Star Wars, but I get that people do. And I've been crucified in certain like nerdy circles for that. I've been shunned by people who have made Star Wars their entire personality. I love Zenitsu. Is Zenitsu the blonde kid? I think I could see myself warming to Zenitsu if that's the blonde kid. I've seen season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul. It's able to separate yourself from the argument. It's not attacking me. Just yeah, absolutely. That's what I always try and do. I try and remind myself as well before I react to something. Like, are they coming for me, or are they coming for a fault in the thing I like? Like, me and that thing are not the same thing. I'll never forgive you for that. God damn it! How can I win your love back? Favorite manga is Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, I've seen season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul. I liked it. Like, that deals with the whole like demonic presence, the evil presence in a person, like driving them to despicable acts through cravings. And I think that does it better. Like, that kind of story I like more. Like, I want to see the thing first person rather than through someone else. Tokyo Revengers I've heard of, but I have no... Is Tokyo Revengers anything to do with Tokyo Ghoul? The anime for all Tokyo Ghoul was horrible. Was it really? I enjoyed it, but I never stuck with it. I never saw Tokyo Ghoul past season 1. But then my experience with manga as a whole is not huge. I've not seen loads of or read loads of manga. My manga exploits go as far as what have I read? Dragon Ball. I've read all of Dragon Ball. I've read Durarara, however we want to pronounce it. I fucking love that one. The show and the manga I absolutely adore. I've read Soul Eater, and something else as well. I can't remember what it was though. Oh, did Tokyo Ghoul get the Brotherhood treatment? Oh, Tokyo Ghoul and Revengers are separate, are they? Okay, they're different shows. Fair enough. And multiple shows getting like a second chance. Tokyo Revengers is about a boy who hears his high school crush is killed by a gang. Then her brother comes to him. They find out that when they shake hands, the main guy goes back in time. So he goes on a time quest to save her. That's cool. I like that. Something else I struggle with anime is everything happens in high school. And I think that's what I liked about Durarara. I don't know how are you meant to pronounce Durar, or DR times 5, whatever. Is that there were high school kids, but there were a lot of characters who weren't in high school, and I appreciated that. Like I feel like I'm over high school. I feel like I should have graduated high school. The amount of high school anime I've fucking seen. Like, what happens in Japan once you hit 30? That's what I want to know. It's why shows like House Husband, do the R's like L's. There's Dalalalala, is that it? God of High School. I feel like that's the ultimate high school anime, is God of High School. There are 3 seasons of Tokyo Ghoul, and the second season they tried to make some changes. Oh, really? It was just like, it was too far gone at that point. That's a shame. Nope, that was a grotesque line. No worries, Isan. Thank you for the look, bud. Watakoi is what happens. Is that the show? Is it? I've not heard of that one actually. There were 3 seasons. I've read that one. You stop existing at 30. Yeah, right. That's the inspiration of the Thanos snap. Yeah, Thanos snaps and everyone over 30 in Japan just disappears. The God of High School is a webtoon turned anime, and after some chapter in the 300s, I lost interest. Oof. I feel like I wanna try and get back into One Piece, because I watched. I think I've seen like 300 episodes of One Piece. But that obviously is like 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago. And it's like, oof, that's a lot to get into now. It's like 700 before it stopped. Yeah, like, I mean, people who are up to date with One Piece like swear by it being absolutely brilliant. Like, it's still good. It's a lot. No worries, Josie. Thank you for the raid, bud. I appreciate it. There's still another 700 plus another canon, like all the canon movies. Yeah, and like a bunch of movies became canon later on. The God of High School, it all began with a fighting tournament to seek out the best fighter among all high school students in Korea. Morijin, a Taekwondo specialist and a high school student, soon learns that there is something much greater beneath the stage of the tournament. That's cool. But again, it's all like they're all high school students, and there's only so much like 14-year-olds saving the world I can handle before I start going, where are the adults? Where are their parents? And maybe that's just me getting older. I don't know. I definitely if I watch like Disney films now, I'm siding with the Disney princess parents way more than the princess or anything like that. Like Poseidon in The Little Mermaid. I'm like, yeah, tell your daughter to shut up and stay at home. Like, she has no idea who this man is. The high school, there are definitely other people not in high school. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be like 100% of the cast. There'll be some characters out of high school, but like, I want a series where like episode 1, the high school students stumble into the end of the world plot, whatever it is, whatever's going on in the story of this anime. I want the high school kids to stumble into it, and then at the last 2 or 3 minutes of the show, I want all their parents to take charge, send the kids back to school, and they take it on, and then they have to save the world while balancing jobs and responsibilities. That's what I want. That's the show I want to see. Is all these parents trying to figure out how to save the world. Lux, my lovely. Welcome in, bud. Welcome back. Oh, look. Noted homosexual Lux has returned. Have you heard of slime? Is that the I died and was reincarnated as a slime? I think so. Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't seen it. Is it good? Death Note is great. Death Note was fantastic. I have a lot of love for Death Note. I've no idea how it's aged. And I want to show my partner Death Note as an excuse to rewatch it. To be honest, to see how it's aging. I don't know, it's masculinity forever. I know, right? Just so masculine. I'm not the guy with like 1 million scented candles all over the place. Outrageous. What are you talking about? I have just so many masculine things. That one time I got reincarnated. Yeah. This brings the life of monsters into the debate of humanity and what defines human. That I like. That's cool shit. I like that. You've got one thing. What? What, sir? A penis. Hey, there's plenty of feminine people who have penises still. We ain't got a monopoly on it. Not anymore. I know, I'm kidding. Penises traditionally quite masculine. Quite mask. You, as a masculine person with a penis, don't you rip your penis off? Sometimes I feel life would be simpler if you did. Wouldn't life just be a little bit simpler if you did? Right, I'm going to do something that worked quite well on one of the frogs I drew recently. And that is... Oh, no. Oh, no, don't want to do that. Oh, Lux, I might say, I finished season 2 of Schitt's Creek now. And I'm loving that show more and more with each passing season. I love that they finally defended the town. Yes, honey baby. So now I can throw the opacity down on that. Hide that, because it's going to confuse me. I can actually ink it now. It's so good. It's so good. And I love that it's written by father-son combo. Yeah. Big love for that show. Absolutely adoring it. And it's nice that I can like blitz an entire season in like a day of work. That helps me. Helps my concentration. Like it's queer thoroughly, but not tragic. Exactly. I mean, it absolutely helps that it's got Eugene Levy's son in it, who is an openly gay man. I also love Dan Levy's his big gay TM, and very pretty dude. Dan and Eugene are both gorgeous human beings. Like I know people talk about mustache rides, but like take me for an eyebrow ride. Please and thank. Catherine O'Hara. Who's Catherine? Who's she play? Oh, Moira. Yes, she's brilliant. I'm not very good at actors' names. It's got to be said. If there was a way to improve, I would. But tragically, I'm just stuck like this. I have seen Texas eyebrows, they are fantastic. So in fact with Moira, all her clothes are designer and super fashion, but they are all old gowns and out of style things that the costumer had massive access to. Oh, that's cool, I like that. That's a fun little tidbit. Thank you, Lux. I love you and your tidbits. Yeah, I do. I have big love for that show. I'm glad you and Udon turned me on to it. I feel like I'm getting a lot better at chains recently. I feel like I've figured them out. I've always shied away from chains because they're very complicated shapes. Oh no, what have I said? Have I done that thing again where I ran my mouth and I wasn't paying attention? I do that sometimes, I find. Chain's done. Let's do this muscle. Sorry, looking at Moira fashion, got distracted and gay. I will see you in hell, Lux. I will see you in hell. How's your week been anyway so far, my dude? Has it been treating you with dignity and respect? Or less so? It's been not great? Do you need to vent? You can vent if you like. Let me draw some full... That's the demon form, but more in your style. Oh, is that Asta's the guy from Black Clover, isn't it? Yeah. I don't do much in the way of fan art. I used to. So here's why I don't tend to do much in the way of fan art. Is you are kind of locked. You can if you're not careful about it, you can lock yourself into a show's clique. And if the show goes tits up or ends, or the show becomes unpopular, you're basically fucked. And like, so I knew a lot of people who used to do Supernatural fan art, and they earned them good money. They had big followings for Supernatural, but then that show ended in a way that pissed everybody off, and now no one gives a shit about Supernatural. So now there are these like artists doing fan art, and now they have to find something else to draw fan art of, or strike out on their own, which is infinitely more difficult. They have to key into a different group. So I treat fan art very, very carefully. I've been tempted. I'm going to do fan art about anything. I'm tempted about Final Fantasy characters. Doing Final Fantasy characters in my style, just to see what it looked like. Because I feel like a lot of the older Final Fantasies, like, they're kind of safe. They have their built-in audiences now, and they're not going anywhere. Nothing bad, but I've just been so tired. I don't want to say, like, oh, we all get weeks like that, but I know what you mean. Sometimes it's fucking awful. I think putting all the work into do affiliate in a week finally caught with me on the weekend. Fair. I mean, take some time out for you, bud. Moira's best looks. Hell yeah. So no, yes. Probably a no, to be honest. Like, it's a show, like, I wasn't hugely into. So drawing any sort of like fan art for Black Clover, I feel would be inherently disingenuous. Because I'm drawing it and I'm going to attract people who are enthusiastic about the show, and I'm like, cool, good for you. I kind of fell off the wagon pretty quick. I've got to share the enthusiasm with the people, if that makes sense. It's a weird one. I've got to, like, his full demon form does look cool. I give it a quick Google and it looks rad as hell. But it's why I don't draw like Star Wars fan art. Because like I have a passing like of Star Wars, but by and large, like, I can take or leave Star Wars. I'm not super into it. No, it's fine. You're allowed to suggest things. No harm, no foul. Absolutely. Star Wars. Leo, are you big into Star Wars? Are you? Probably best you didn't hear what I just said then. I'm just saying, like, I could take or leave Star Wars. I was like, it's alright. But like, that's just me. I'm not gonna piss on your parade. If you love Star Wars, you love Star Wars to your heart's content. Half-ass listening. That's fair enough. I cannot blame you for that. Hey, Tomakin, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? Bye, you motherfucker. You almost made me skew with a line then. Oh, Lux, are you into piss play? Is that what we're discovering now? But Tomo, how you doing, bud? Yeah, so we're drawing Odin. Not Odin, sorry, Thor, the little babby one. So this is what we've done so far. That's like final line work. Haven't done it today. Felt wrong not to. True. It is now like it's streamed to tradition to have the fart go. I was taking care of bills and such. I was over here concentrating and sticking my tongue out. I don't know what I do. Like I don't know what I do when I think I become a goblin when I concentrate a lot. I'll sort of curl in on myself and become like a little like art goblin. I think that's what I do. Feel free to clip that to your heart's content. And no PP for you. Just commit into the bit. Fair enough. Good as expected. Oh, thank you, buddy. And what's going on? Not much is a good pace sometimes. Not like I feel not doing much is overrated. Is underrated. Sorry. People should set aside time to do nothing specifically. I'm terrible for not putting aside time to specifically do nothing. I only hold my tongue between my lips for no reason. Maybe Sunday. Maybe Sunday will be my day to do nothing. Yeah, it's goblin time for me when I'm concentrating. No, I fall asleep like that. It's like, oh really? You fall asleep at the time? That's brilliant. I love it. God, you're just too pure for this world. No, I'm doing a breakdown of your door and take you on an adventure Sunday. No! Leave me alone! I was all excited to have Saturday evening to be like my do-nothing time. But I'm going to a wedding Saturday evening. So, yeah. So maybe Sunday. Can I change my name to Nothing? What? You really want to change your name to Nothing after I've just described how I struggle to do nothing? How it's not often I get to do nothing? Really? If you're gonna be the Thirst Master Supreme, come on. At least you're trying though. Fair. Fair. I cannot deny you got me there. Cannot deny. You deny me all you want. I feel like if I denied you, that would be just playing into your trap. Like if I ever said no, you'd be like, harder. Say no harder. No worries, Kingless. Thank you for killing and chilling today, buddy. I appreciate it endlessly. That's what it is. And then we draw the rest of the arm. No, change your name to something because Barrel's always doing something. See, if you guys ever got organized, Bio and Lux, you'd be dangerous. All these lines I forgot to draw, holy shit. Right, let's do some work on those abdominals. I'm not sure about that six-pack. That's far too well defined for how burly he is. Let's soften that some. My brain's too frazzled to be organised tonight. Dude, fair enough. It was very almost a washout this evening as well. Like, I went into work today and everything was on fire because I had the audacity to not be there for like 3 days. And so I was like, you know what? Today's been a lot. Maybe tonight's stream won't happen. I thought, nah, I'll do it. I'll come in. I'll actually put the effort in and I'll do something. And then the iPad wouldn't work, or the mirroring software wouldn't work. I was like, you know what? Maybe we're just gonna play games all night. But no, we figured it out. We powered through. So I'll sleep easy tonight, knowing we actually drew something. Instead you're just playing games with my heart. My favourite game. Literally got another 2 more interviews next week. Oh, mate! That's amazing! One of them is at home 4 days a week, which I can get so... Dude! That'd be amazing! Home working is the best. Honestly, it's so good. Home working is like, well, like honestly, like I was dead set against it, and then, oh baby, oh boy, I love it so much. Right, I think with this, our progress will be called to a close tonight. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. We gotta go catch this party to someone else. Everyone, thank you so much for being here today. Sticking through the IT issues. Let's get some thank yous. Thank you, Drizzy, for the raid. I appreciate that hugely. Everyone else, thank you for coming in and talking and just having a fun time. Who can we send you on to? I reckon he's on the he's on the channel enough. There's the little boy. That's him spreading everything. That's a pornographic view of that dog. Let's raid 𝘽𝙍𝙎, shall we? He's around here enough that we can check in and say hi to him, I think. But right, guys, I will be back on Thursday for more Hades. Let's see if we can actually fucking escape Elysium, let alone Hades. But for now, I will bid you all a very good well. I know I gotta go, buddy boy. So sad. But I'll send you on to 𝘽𝙍𝙎, who's a gorgeous man himself. Right, I gotta go. Bye. I love you. Mwah.
Really know yet, but I'm waiting.